Beautiful, vibrant, aromatic, and of course, absolutely delicious.
Delicious. Delicious. Delicious.
Let's make some jollof. So just a drizzle of salt and pepper. I'm also going to drizzle some avocado oil. I'm gonna be generous with this and start my stew with just a little bit of oil. I'm also going to put some garlic, just about 5 cloves. Just plant them in here. And I have my oven preheated at 450 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm going to bake this in it. It's gonna be there for about 40 minutes. In the meantime, I'll prepare my meat. I have some pork pre-washed. This is some boneless pork ribs. Going in with some salt. I'm going to be using some Suya spice, so I'm going to be mindful of everything else. So just a little bit of black pepper as well. I'm going to go in with a generous amount of Suya spice. Let's say about a tablespoon. I'm also going to go in with some green marinade. This is green onions, parsley, a little bit of cilantro, lots and lots of garlic, and a few green chilies in here. So that's all. I don't need any extra garlic or anything because this is already loaded in here. And now I'm going to drizzle just a little bit of my avocado oil. Just about that much. And I'm going to just rub and get my seasoning to coat all of my meat, just like so. Meat's very well coated. I'm going to let it sit for about an hour to marinate before I grill it. Going to cover with some foil, cover with some film, and I'm going to let this sit in the refrigerator to marinate. I'm going to slice some. I'm going to dice this part of my onion and blend. Okay, I want this to be on the spicy side, so I'm going to use 2 habanero peppers. These are huge and very spicy. I'm also going to use 3 bay leaves. I'm going to blend them. I have some dried rosemary. These were picked from my garden and dried, sun-dried. I'm going to use about a teaspoon of that in here. I'm also going to add 2 cardamom pods and some coriander seeds. Also about a teaspoon. I'll add a little bit of water. Cover and blend later. But before that, I'm also going to dice some onion, slice actually, to go in my stew. So I'm going to be using some frozen veggies in the jollof. Combination of peas, corn, green beans, and carrots. I'm just going to dice half of my red bell pepper, just to add some color, you know, a pop of red in there to make the jollof look more vibrant. Transfer that into a bowl. And set aside. I'm also going to dice about 1/3 of my onion. That will also go in the jollof with the other veggies. So, I know you're wondering why so tiny. I'm just going to go with the size of all the other ingredients that will go in later. And this is just to bring a little bit more aroma, flavor, and fragrance to those frozen veggies. So set that aside as well. I'm going to pour some olive oil into my pot. To the oil, I'm going to add my sliced onions. Just going to let it cook and caramelize. Onion is partly caramelized. I don't want it to cook and brown all the way, so I'm going to add my blended pepper and spices. The blender, I'm not going to rinse or anything. I'm going to save it for when I blend the roasted tomatoes and peppers. Just gonna let this fry for a while. I'm going to add my tomato paste. Just the whole pot. Very charred. Almost all the moisture is out at this point. The aroma, you really need to be here. It smells like the stew is already cooked.
So, Mom, you make the jollof for veggies?
No, just for me.
going to add my blended tomato and peppers. It gets pretty messy quick at this point because this is hot and the ingredients in the pot is also hot. So I'm going to cover. Shake.
What's
I'm going to cover, let it vent and cook. Just going to add in one Maggie shrimp tablet. Just a little bit of salt. I'm going to be using some chicken stock that I made at home, and it's from chicken that I baked. Very well seasoned, so I don't want it to be salty. So just a little salt. Plus, you have to remember we are going to be adding corned beef, which is also very salty. So I think this salt is more than enough. Yum.
Corned beef? I'm gonna go get the corned beef.
You want to get the corn? Yes, stew no waben. Stew is cooked. Ready to receive our rice. But this is a lot of stew. So I'm going to scoop some on the side for another day. Saving this, and if you come back here in a few more days, hopefully we'll make some gari photo or more jollof with this. I think gari photo should be the thing. Comment below, let me know what you want us to make with this. This is 5 cups of rice. going to cover and let it toast for a while. So I'm grilling my meat indoors. Using the air fryer. Which is this much, and it goes in the air fryer. It's perfectly toasted, and I have here some chicken broth. I actually baked a chicken, and the pan drippings and all the juices that came from it, I just rinsed it out with a little bit more water, and that is gonna go in here to cook my rice. I strained it, as you can see. It's more like chicken stock, I would say. More of stock than broth. That was about 3.5 cups. I'm going to just add about a cup of water. You just want it to be about this much, covering your rice. You could use a little bit more salt, so that much salt. And this actually is 6 cups of rice. You know, I'm always cooking for another day. All right, I'll cover and let it cook. Yeah. Now let's saute some veggies to go with the jollof. In the jollof. Just a little drizzle. Just a few raw grains in here, so I'm going to put a parchment paper. And cover and let it cook. Oil is hot. I'm going to add my onions.
Always struggle with this.
Just follow the track and there, open. You cannot just be moving, hopping around,
Yay.
trying to open this. Onion sauté. Going to add my red bell peppers. Pack of mixed veggies. So I have all these in there. I just let it thaw. I allow it to thaw in the fridge, so not frozen at this point, but it does come frozen. Slight seasoning with salt. A little sprinkle of pepper as well. Nothing else. Corned beef going in here, so you don't want this to be overly seasoned. Cover for about a minute, just so the steam cooks everything through. Whole spoon. I'm going to just add my corned beef. You know, corned beef of today is not corned beef of yesteryear. Overstir and it's all going to just disintegrate. So I'm not going to stir at all. Just going to cover to steam through, and in a little bit the rice will be done as well. So turning off the flame for this. So this is prepped for the rice.
The whole cats have heard.
Well, and then you have this thing that at the end of each trimester, near the end of each trimester, you have these things called pet brownies.
Rice cooked, ready to be introduced into the veggies at this point.
That's a cow. Right there. Oh, okay. Let me pause it.
beautiful, vibrant, aromatic, and of course, absolutely delicious. Ready to serve.
Delicious. 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 Can you smell the aroma? Yeah. From Kwachiwa's kitchen. Yeah. Dead. Delicious, yeah, yeah. Delicious, dada. Delicious, yeah, yeah. Delicious, dada. Delicious, delicious, dada. Delicious, yeah, yeah. Delicious. Have you been to? Tasty. Delicious. Delicious, yeah, yeah. Delicious, dada. Delicious, yeah, yeah. Delicious, dada. Delicious, delicious, dada. Delicious, yeah, yeah. Delicious. Can you smell the aroma? Yeah. From Kwachiwa's kitchen, yeah. Dada. Delicious, yeah, yeah. Delicious. Delicious, yeah, yeah. Delicious, delicious, delicious,
I really hope you try this. You will love it. Thanks for watching.